Friday at 8:06. We have our extension program, this being Wednesday, and I'm going to welcome into the studio Rhonda Jewell. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Rhonda is our 4-H extension agent here in Caldwell County, and this being Wednesday is our extension show, and you have all kinds of good stuff to tell us about. What's going on?
We sure do. Summer is pumping up, and we are getting ready for it. We've got Farmers Market that I would like to mention. That starts tomorrow, and it will be held at the Senior Center, the lawn kind of at the Senior Center. And it starts from 3 and it goes to 6, and there's going to be all kinds of vegetables and all kinds of lots of different goodies there. So come check it out. The kids can play at the playground while you're shopping and looking around. It's just it will be held every week. Starting tomorrow. And looking forward to seeing some new vendors, and looking forward to there's going to be some growth this year, and we're really excited about that. So anyway, just want everybody to put that on their calendar to check out Farmers Market tomorrow from 3 to 6.
Definitely going to do that. That's a great thing. Fresh produce,
yes.
and maybe some wares that you might not know that they go on in the county.
Exactly.
So
exactly.
Head on out to the Farmers Market 3 to 6.
Yeah, looking forward to that. And camp, we have that's another big thing that's coming
Woo-hoo!
up. Yeah, next week we leave June the 6th through the 9th, and that'll be Tuesday through Friday. I've already had camper orientations. I do have a few that have not attended the orientations, and there will be a makeup this Friday morning at 8 o'clock. And I hope those that didn't get a chance to come will come, because if not, they're going to miss out on some very important information, and it may possibly keep them from going to camp. I do want to remind our campers and parents that we will be having lice checks. All children have to have lice checks with a clean head check. Those will be held at the health department. They're graciously doing those again for us. This year they've done that for quite some time, and we are very, very thankful for that service. They will start at 2 o'clock and go to 4:45, and all the parents have to do is take your kid in, say, I'm going to 4-H camp. They'll do what they need to do, write their name down. You walk out the door.
Okay.
That's it.
Quick, easy, and boom.
Yes, and
okay.
they get the information to me. I'd like to remind the campers, too, pay attention when you're packing. We have a potential to have some cool nights, and there could even be some rain. Remember the rain jacket or a poncho, as well as I would probably pack a hoodie or a long sleeve or a jacket, and maybe even a pair of sweatpants, because it can get cool at night, and we will be out. So remember that. Bugs are going to be bad, too.
Yes.
So one of my teens mentioned the other day that they wear those bug bracelets. And, they cost $1 from the Dollar Tree. That would be a good idea. We will have insect spray and stuff, but I'm afraid bugs and possibly snakes are going to be a little bad this year.
Let's don't have any snake run-ins.
No, I mean, it's
They make a snake bracelet.
I don't know.
Put some mothballs in your pocket.
I've had some campers that I wouldn't doubt would come up with that, so don't give them any ideas. Do I also want to bring, when you're packing, you'll need towels, washcloths, toiletries, bedding, and those kinds of things. 2 changes of clothes per day, and when they're packing, if you could please label their luggage, so we don't have to do that when they get to the drop-off. It just saves a lot of time. So label their luggage, even if it's a piece of tape on their suitcase.
Right. Tell us about the drop-off, where that is. Where's
That's going to be at the elementary school, and we will meet at 9:30 at the elementary parking lot, and that's where we will be picked up, and that's where they will be dropped off.
Okay, and that will be what date and time?
That will be at 2 o'clock on Friday the 9th.
2 o'clock on Friday the 9th.
And looking so forward to camp. We have, actually our numbers have doubled this year, or just I think 3 shy of doubled. 42 new campers, which is awesome, and we are so excited. I don't know what it attributes to, whether it was the fundraiser that we were able to have to cut cost, and or if it was just because I was a little late getting my information out. But again, and I'm so excited to have new campers and have lots of growth, and we're really excited. We're very proud of our 4-H camp. It's come a long way in the last 5 to 7 years, and
great obstacle course up there. There's all kinds of cool things that the kids are going to be doing. I know that they have improved it a whole bunch. Cabins have been improved, and it's been modernized.
It has. It has. It's been brought up. I mean, because and we charge a lot, and We want to make sure that they get their money's worth. And we have one of the things that I'm really excited about is a new front porch along the whole length of the dining hall, and it's covered, and there's picnic tables and rocking chairs,
nice.
And you can sit out on the deck in the sun, or you can get in the shade, and it's just, we're really excited about that. As well as some updates to the cabins and other things, a lot of other things.
And that's a great time at camp when you have that time when everybody's been to their activities and it's time to have a meal and just kind of relax and just have a good time. I mean, that's an important time at camp and to enjoy that experience. Tell us about the volunteers, maybe, in a little bit, and how, I mean, you know, it takes a lot of commitment. I know Eddie Boone has been one of your mainstays in several, and I know he's been involved for years.
He has been for years.
Yeah, and you know, and so that you've got a great bunch of volunteers.
Oh yeah.
So some that are every year, some that can't go every year. But tell us about some of your volunteers and the commitment that it takes as well.
It is definitely. Camp couldn't happen without the volunteers, and I don't. You know, sometimes I have to leave a cabin of kids at home because I don't have enough volunteers, and that hasn't happened this year. But I'm so thankful for the volunteers. We have kids and adults that take off work that week so they can go to camp because they know that kids need the opportunity. They know that it gives them a good experience. Plus, you know, some parents like to camp with their kids. And that's how Eddie got started, camping with his kids. And he is a true blue, loves 4-H camp.
Big supporter of 4-H. I know, as are lots of folks around here. I mentioned him; he's my neighbor, and I just know, you know, when you see the pictures from 4-H camp, it seems like he's
he's there.
He's out there in every one of them.
He's
so,
there.
What else do you have going on this summer besides camp? What can we look forward to?
Okay, we've got teen conference, and this is going to be held the week after camp, June the 12th through the 15th. So as soon as I come home Friday, I pack up and leave again Monday to go to Lexington. There are 650-ish registered teens across the state, and they are from 8th through the 12th grade. And this is just a really good opportunity to learn a lot about what 4-H offers teens, meet people from all across the state. We even have other teens that come from different states to kind of they come and you know, kind of see what Kentucky, what our teen conference is like, because every state has something, but they call it different. They do it a little different, so it's a good learning opportunity. And again, it gives us a chance to meet kids. And for some of my kids that have been to SRTLC, they probably have met these kids before. So again, a chance to reunite. Plus, you know, a lot of the kids have they may know somebody from camp, or they may know somebody from Teen Summit. So it's a good way to reconnect. But again, to make new friends and make new connections. They also have opportunities for leadership, learning new things. They take workshops and fun shops. They take those things in in the college classrooms in Whitehall. Some of them go to KET. Some of them go to the Arboretum. They're all over actually the state. I'm actually signed up to not lead, but just to kind of be there as an adult for the dairy.
Wow!
So I'm going to get to go to the dairy farm. So I'm really excited about that.
You gonna milk cows?
Maybe.
I know they got machines now, but I mean, it seems like every once in a while you just got to manually try it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So I'm excited. Something different. I'm used to beef cattle, not dairy cattle. So anyway,
well, that'll be good.
It will be. I do have two that are going, and that's Gage Hendon and Madison Kreider. They actually applied for and received the Kentucky honors. Gage received his gold. The cost is $250, but he gets a free.
Wow.
He gets free registration for receiving gold. And Madison was silver, so she gets a 66% discount, and so she only pays $87.50.
Well, good for them.
Good deal. And yes, I wish I had more going, but I just have so many kids that work, and it was a steep price. But again, doing the honors is
that's
something
great. Kudos.
that helps too.
Yes.
Yeah.
And of course, then you kind of have to think about State Fair later on in the summer and the beginning of school. So I mean, and you're going to be, you know, right there. Always a bunch of stuff, whether it's artwork, displays. I mean, you've got, you know, tons of usually entrants from up there. You want to touch on that briefly?
I sure do.
Okay.
The State Fair will be held August the 17th through the 27th, and since we don't have a county fair, we have our exhibit day, and we have we've always had 4-H, and the Open has been kind of like every other year when we had the soybean festival. Well, Ashley's doing it every year now, which is it helps so much because people know about it. They remember instead of forgetting. So there's open categories. I don't have my stuff together yet, and I really should, but if anybody is interested in a certain category, I can give them the state fair stuff. I will try to get that stuff put up on the website also. That would help. But there's categories from photography, arts and crafts, anybody that draws or paints.
What about the baked goods?
The baked goods, there's certain recipes that they have to use, but anyway, baked goods, canned goods, like I said, photography, quilting, sewing, all different kinds of things, woodworking.
That's so cool.
It is just, it is amazing. And all these, when they enter in the exhibit day, all of the county champions get to go to the state fair. And then you just have an array of different things that are in Cloverville. It's amazing. Recycled goods, all kinds of things.
Yeah.
I would like to try to have a workshop before our exhibit day.
Did you give the date for exhibit day? So if you did, it flew over my head. Did you give it?
No, I said I would like to try.
Okay.
I don't know that I'm going to be able to work that in, but I know that I wouldn't have a hard time getting kids together and getting some stuff together. just going to have to work on that because as soon as I get home from camp and 10 conference, we have state livestock contest the week after, and then I'm tied up pretty much that week for that. Then we have Cloverbud Camp. I have a couple signed up for Cloverbud Camp. And
now is that at 4-H camp?
It's held at 4-H camp. It is the 24th through the 23rd through the 25th. It's for kids age 5 through 8 and a parent or a responsible adult I guess you could say a chaperone
with them and
goes with them and gets to experience camp with them. So it is a lot of fun.
Rhonda, you are busy.
Yes, I am. June is just a bad month. I do want to backtrack though.
Okay.
I have Matt Hallam, who is he was on our forestry team. He is one of our shooting sports leaders.
Yes.
He is just an awesome kid, and he has become really interested in forestry. I did have some kids that participated in the state forestry contest, and Matt did well. We overall didn't do very well just because we didn't really know what to expect. Now we know what to expect, and we're working harder. But Matt is going to the Kentucky Youth Leadership Forestry Camp, and this is going to be held at Jabez June the 5th through the 9th.
Wow.
And it's an opportunity for him to really have some hands-on experience learning about forestry and all the other things that people think of forestry, they just think of trees, but there's so much more into it that they look at the ecology and just all different kinds of things. So anyway, he's going to have a lot of fun, hands-on opportunity. I'm really excited about.
Fantastic opportunity
really
for Matt.
About that.
Yeah, that's wonderful.
He actually received a scholarship from the Conservation District. It was $400, and the Conservation District gave a scholarship. So we're very thankful to them for that. But really excited for this opportunity for Matt. I think it's really going to be something that he's going to enjoy. So
good deal.
That's the week that we're at camp. Also, I've got Caitlin Burton and Gage Hendon that are going to aerospace camp, and this is June the 6th, the day that we leave for camp. So I've got two things going on in one day.
And where is aerospace camp?
Aerospace camp is held in Madisonville at the Madisonville Airport, and it is basically led by one of the agents in District 5, Lloyd Saylor, in Butler County, and he has put this together. He's a pilot himself, and he just has been able to get these pilots to donate their time, donate their resources, their planes, their fuel. There is a fee it's $95, but the kids have an opportunity to learn all about aerospace, learn all about flight. They have a chance to fly a plane.
Wow.
They're like basically the pilot, and the real pilot is the co-pilot. And they get to start logging those hours. Gage, I'm not sure how many years. This is 6th or 7th year that Gage has done.
Of course, that's his wheelhouse. That's what he's going to study, I think, at Eastern.
Exactly, and I think this kind of led to that. And I'm just so excited for Gage for this opportunity. But he's logged, I can't remember how many hours I get to log, but anyway, he's already started logging his hours. So, anyway, this will be Gage's last year. Caitlin, this is her first year. She's a homeschool student, and anyway, I
Sounds
know
like
she'll
a
have a great
cool
time.
thing.
I love it. I've been able to fly with a couple of my kids. I've
Great.
also been, I have.
That is great.
Even in a helicopter, they may have some, they've had a helicopter one year, they had a hot air balloon one year. So I don't know what additional things that they'll have. It really kind of depends on the weather. And again, it depends on the volunteers.
Right.
But, that's going to be going on also while we're having a good time at 4-H camp.
Wow. And
we've
folks,
already talked
Rhonda's
about
got a
exhibit
full
day.
sheet of paper
Yeah.
here. She's got everything on there. Anything else? I mean, then you're just going to turn to the fall and the school year and get rolling again into your regular routine, I guess.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I will. Again, our exhibit day's opening up, coming up on July the 12th. That's when people would enter. And then on the Thursday, the 13th, is when the things will be judged. And then on Friday, the 14th, is when we'll have our open house, and this is when things will be
On display.
open for display. Yes.
Okay.
So.
Well, good deal.
And yep, then we've got State Fair. State Fair is a busy, busy time.
And folks, if you haven't experienced the state fair, of course, I know it. You know, people say, "Why is it during school's back, and why does it start?" It's just, I guess, it's just how it is.
It's always been.
But it's always been that way. But boy, what a! I've only been a couple of times, but every time I go, why don't I go every year? Because you see everything. There's all kinds of wonderful things to experience, and you get to meet people from all over this wonderful Commonwealth.
Yep.
And just experience just a great time at our state fair.
And you just learn so much.
You do.
And next year, I believe it is next year, the school calendar will be changed. And I don't think, as far as, if I'm correct, the state law says that they can't start until after the 23rd of August.
Yeah.
So that'll get us good. Most of my kids miss that first week, that first day, because that's the country ham day.
Right. I was going to ask you about that.
So they miss that. If they're going to miss any, they're going to miss the 17th, that Thursday and Friday, or just Thursday. So anyway, so that'll knock that out.
And those hams are aging right now, aren't they?
They are.
Yeah.
They are. We'll go back whenever Broadbents tell us we can go back, but it'll probably be the first of August. Pick their hams out, and hopefully they're working on their speeches, because I know
that's a big part of it, isn't it?
It is a big part of it.
I mean, they've got to know it, and they've got to get up in front of and that's another thing that I think that 4-H brings to these young people, is the fact that it gives them opportunities to get up in front of a group and have to speak. And we all have read and seen, and it is. I mean, public speaking and getting up in front of a group is one of the hardest things that people struggle with. But that's what's so wonderful about not just the learning aspects of 4-H, but just the opportunity to get up and learn to communicate with a group of folks. And
exactly.
That's a big, powerful part of I know what you're trying to help these kids do. So.
And that's one of the things, livestock, again, and we'll go back to the state livestock contest, which is held on the 20th. That's one of the things that Kevin and Candy do so well at, and is the kids, if they start out as clovers, they don't really have to give reasons. They hear about it, and they do, but it's just kind of like migrated into their program. So when they're intermediates, they do more. When they're seniors, they do it all. I've seen kids, Hunter Adams for one, just blossom, turn into a child, kind of not really awkward, but not really very outgoing, to a person that can give a speech to hundreds of people and do an awesome job.
Yeah, just get up there with confidence and just do it. Yeah.
Yes, and again, Hunter was on the state contest the state team last year. He was on the Elite Eight, and this year, hopefully, he'll have a chance to do it again. And we're just really excited.
That was livestock.
Looking forward to that this year.
That was livestock you were talking about? Okay, and that's Kevin Laurent and
Candy
Adams. Yeah.
Yeah. And we have a lot of other parent volunteers that help transport and stuff. Lisa Trimble and Kay Lane and Wendy McKinney, and there's several others, but they do an awesome job. But Kevin, we're blessed to have Kevin, because it's one of his areas of specialty.
That's
and
right. Yeah, it's a big help to have that resource here in this county.
Yes.
All those guys out there at UK at their Research and Education Center that can give back to these 4-Hers as well.
It is.
Rhonda, awesome job, and we can't thank you enough for what you do for our kids here in this county. We know you're a very busy person, and sometimes you just kind of want to go but you get it done, and
somehow.
And of course you have help, but we appreciate what you do for as our 4-H agent, and helping our kids, educating our kids, and helping them be better people. So thank you so much for what
you
you do. And you always can come back here and give us up to date of what's going on, and appreciate your updates, and the Extension office as well. So thank you for your time today, and come on back, and we appreciate it.
Thank you.
You have a great day. That's Rhonda Jewell, and she is our 4-H Extension agent here in Caldwell County, and just a wealth of information. And folks, if you want to know more about 4-H, if you want to know anything that Rhonda can help you with, or say, hey, I want my child involved in 4-H, want to enter it into the state fair or whatever, contact Rhonda out at the UK Extension office. 365-2787 is the number. Get the area code. 270-365-2787 is the number for the UK Extension office. And we have several agents out there that are waiting to help you. They do a fantastic job. It's a wonderful resource to have in our county, affiliated with the University of Kentucky. And Rhonda will be there, and she will give you any information that you need to get your kid involved in 4-H. That's going to wrap up our extension program at 8:26. Currently, we're up to 70 at WPKY The Tiger.
Every morning is different for everybody.